friends, I hope you're fine. Friends, in last session, I discussed about treasury bill and a commercial paper. Friends, with that discussion, we completed unit 3, that is financial instruments. Friends, few topics from unit 3 I had discussed in the classroom and few topics I had discussed through the video lecture. In case of any query in unit 3, you can send your query through WhatsApp or through email. I'll revert back to you. I'll solve your query immediately. Now friends, in today's session, I would like to start unit 4, that is market intermediaries. Friends, as I even highlighted in unit number 1, that market intermediary plays important role in the development of financial system, in the development of financial market. Friends, as such, there are two players in a financial market. Number 1, that is the issuer. Number 2, that is the investor. Now, issuer wants money and investor wants to invest. Market intermediary plays an important role in, and it facilitates the fundraising activity and the investment activity. It plays important role by connecting investor and issuer, as well as by providing necessary support to the issuer. Friends, there are two types of market intermediaries. It is like any agent from whom you opt services. It is the facilitator, you can say, which provides the facility. Let's say in case of online market, there's a trader who wants to sell the goods and you are the buyer, you want to purchase the goods. Amazon can be referred as intermediary. It provides a platform. It helps buyer and seller. It provides various ancillary services like collection services, delivery services, etc., just to facilitate the transaction. The same way, in financial market, the fundraising activity can be facilitated by market intermediaries. Friends, as we have two types of market, that is primary market and a secondary market, we even have two types of intermediaries, that is primary market intermediaries and secondary market intermediaries. Friends, the role of intermediary includes various roles, including facilitation role, supporting role, advisory role, etc. In today's session, I would like to discuss about the first and most important primary market intermediary. Friends, primary market intermediary are the intermediaries who plays an important role in a fundraising activity. Their role is mostly related with fundraising. It includes merchant banker, underwriter, then portfolio manager, banker to an issue, share transfer agent, registrar to an issue, etc., etc. In most of the case, the intermediary you need in almost any activity in a financial sector is merchant banker. Friends, merchant banker plays key role in a fundraising activity. It can support intermediaries in legal compliances. It can even support management in marketing. It can even facilitate the management by giving assurance of minimum subscription through its underwriting division, etc. In n number of ways, merchant banker can support management. Merchant banker is the key intermediary you can say in the primary market. Merchant banker. Now the first one. Merchant banker क्या होगा? Friends, merchant banker according to SEBI regulation, I read the definition given under the SEBI regulation. Merchant banker means any person engaged in the business of issue management, either by making arrangement regarding selling, buying or subscribing the security, or acting as a manager, consultant, advisor, or rendering corporate advisory services in relation to such issue management. अगर इस डेफिनेशन को सिंप्लीफाई किया जाए, any person who gives support in fundraising or issue management activity is a merchant banker in a layman language. Any person registered with the SEBI, I repeat, any person who registered with the SEBI and provides, number one, issue management service. That is, he helps the management in managing the entire issue. Number two, provides services of advisory, or rather to give advice. Third, provides services of underwriting. फ्रेंड्स, अगर कोई भी बंदा, कोई भी पर्सन जो सेबी के साथ रजिस्टर्ड है और इश्यू मैनेजमेंट का एडवाइजरी, कंसल्टेंसी या अंडरराइटिंग सर्विसेज अगर प्रोवाइड कर रहा है तो वो बंदा मर्चेंट बैंकर होगा. द डेफिनेशन इज वेरी सिंपल. इट सिंपली सेज एनी पर्सन हु रजिस्टर्ड विद द सेबी एंड प्रोवाइड्स फॉलोइंग सर्विसेज. कौन कौन सी सर्विसेज? नंबर वन, इश्यू मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज. नंबर टू, advisory services or consultancy services. Number three, underwriting services. So any person who provides either of the three services to management in relation to the issue is nothing but the merchant banker. Friends, merchant banker regulation requires mandatory registration of merchant banker. I and you can't provide such services even though we may have knowledge of the capital market. But we can't act as merchant banker. Friends, if we want to provide services of merchant banker, we need to register ourselves as a merchant banker with SEBI. Friends, SEBI regulation provides detailed criteria of registration, eligibility, etc. One of the important criteria is any entity, any body corporate that wants to provide merchant banking services must have minimum net worth of rupee 5 crore. So there are two criteria as such. Number one, there must be body corporate, and number two, such body corporate must have minimum net worth of rupee 5 crore. It has to apply to the SEBI, and if SEBI finds the application appropriate, SEBI will approve the application and register the entity as merchant banker. Friends, as far as role of merchant banker is concerned, the role of merchant banker according to the SEBI regulation includes, number one, management of public issue. This is the most common role played by the merchant banker. Friends, अगर कोई कंपनी IPO या FPO लेके आना चाहती है तो सबसे पहले उनको मर्चेंट बैंकर को अपॉइंट करना होगा. बिना मर्चेंट बैंकर के अपॉइंटमेंट के कोई भी कंपनी IPO या FPO लेके नहीं आ सकती. So the first role is management of public issue. Management of public issue includes filing of various documents with the authority, the preparation of documents, filing of documents with the authority, licensing with the authority, obtaining approval from the authority, intimation to the authority. काफी सारे काम जो है वो merchant banker करेगा under the head management of public issue. प्रोस्पेक्टस बनाना, प्रोस्पेक्टस का ड्राफ्ट तैयार करना, उसको सेबी के पास रजिस्टर्ड करवाना, सेबी अगर कोई क्वेरी निकालता है तो उसको सॉल्व करना, अलग अलग अथॉरिटी के पास डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करना, अलग अलग अथॉरिटी जिनकी अप्रूवल चाहिए उनका अप्रूवल लेना, उनके साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन करना, लाइसेंसिंग करना, एक्सेट्रा। काफ़ी सारे काम जो है वो मर्चेंट बैंकर परफॉर्म करेगा। So the first role performed by the merchant banker is management of public issue. Number 2, over and above the management service, it provides services of underwriting. Friends, underwriting के बारे में मैंने आपको लास्ट सेशन, मतलब जो हमारा क्लासरूम सेशन था वहां पे मैंने बताया था, underwriting is one kind of assurance services. According to SEBI regulation and even according to Companies Act, if company receives subscription from the public less than the minimum level, then it can't go ahead with the issue. It has to refund the amount. Let's say, according to SEBI regulation, 90% of the issue must be subscribed by the public. Let's say किसी कंपनी ने 1 लाख शेयर्स इश्यू किए, उसमें से केवल 80,000 शेयर्स के लिए ही एप्लीकेशन आया, तो कंपनी अपना इश्यू आगे नहीं बढ़ा सकती। कंपनी को वो सारा पैसा पब्लिक को वापस कर देना होगा, क्योंकि 90% दैट इज 90,000 शेयर्स के लिए एप्लीकेशन नहीं आया हुआ है। ऐसे केस में अंडरराइटर का रोल जो है वो इंपॉर्टेंट होगा। अंडरराइटर अश्योरेंस देगा, डोंट वरी, इफ पब्लिक, if there is no subscription from public, we are here to subscribe, don't worry. So underwriter gives assurance that in case of subscription falls below the minimum one, if the response from the public is not as you have expected, then we are ready to subscribe to the extent of minimum subscription. So ये underwriter का काम है. So apart from issue management services, merchant banker may provide underwriting services. Number 3, it can manage or advise on various compliances, that is advisory role. The third and important role played by merchant banker is advisory services. Friends, there is a possibility that merchant banker is not actively engaged in the issue management process. However, it can provide advice on a legal compliances level, on a financial aspect, on other compliances related matter. It can provide legal advice, it can provide financial advice. So advisory role even can be played by the merchant banker. And जहाँ पे बड़े issues आते हैं, 10,000 करोड़ का, 5,000 करोड़ का, जो बड़े issues आते हैं, वहाँ पे एक अकेला merchant banker नहीं होता. Normally company appoints more than one merchant banker. एंड लेट्स से 4-5 मर्चेंट बैंकर को अपॉइंट किया गया है, उसमें से एक मर्चेंट बैंकर को वो लोग लीड मैनेजर बनाएंगे, मतलब ही इज द लीडर ऑफ ऑल अदर मर्चेंट बैंकर अपॉइंटेड. सो जो लीड मैनेजर होगा वही लाइसेंसिंग का काम करेगा, वही जो है वो आगे एडवाइस का, वही जो है वो आगे कोऑर्डिनेशन का काम करेगा. लेकिन दूसरे मर्चेंट बैंकर जो है उनका काम एडवाइजरी होगा. दे विल प्रोवाइड एडवाइस ऑन अ डिफरेंट पार्ट्स. सो एडवाइजरी रोल. देन apart from these, merchant banker will facilitate the entire issue management activity. Friends, merchant banker is key intermediary of the primary market. Without merchant banker, you can't proceed with the issue. You can't issue any security, maybe by way of private placement or by way of public issue. So, merchant banker plays an important role. मैंने इस सेशन में आपको मर्चेंट बैंकर के बारे में बताया, is the key intermediary that plays important role. Any person who provides either of the 3 services, that is issue management services, underwriting services or advisory or consultancy services, is a merchant banker. मैंने बताया कि मर्चेंट बैंकर अगर आप बनना चाहते हैं या कोई भी बंदा मर्चेंट बैंकर के तौर पे एक्ट करना चाहता है तो उसे सेबी के पास रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना पड़ेगा, उसके अलावा वो काम नहीं कर सकता. तो दिस इज द ओवरव्यू ऑफ सेबी merchant banker provisions or regulation. Friends, I hope you find this video informative. In case if you have any query relating to this session, feel free to contact. You may WhatsApp me, you may email me. I'll there to answer your query. Don't worry. Till then, friends, stay at home, stay healthy. Thank you.